Hey y'all, it's me again, and can you believe it? I'm doing another video so quickly after my last one. I'm getting some nerve. No, I was just thinking of what I like to see when I was learning to paint in a video. Alright, so I thought, well, I'm just going to show what I know, what I've learned, and who I've learned it from, okay? I'm doing a practice piece, which is smart to do if you're wanting to do a really large one. I always like to test my colors and see what it's going to look like. So I do it on a smaller canvas, and I'm doing the bloom technique. And I'm going to tell you what I use, the products I use, where I get them, and how they're mixed, okay? With the bloom technique, you want to put your colors on a pillow. And I use, for this one, I'm using Ceiling Bright White Color Go by Sherwin-Williams. These are small quarts, and they are samples. And you can get good sales too. Like right now, Sherwin-Williams has a sale going on. Normally this right here would be like $11. And it's on sale for $6.77. I saw a chunk of paint, dried up paint in there. Yeah, you want to filter your paints. I don't have time to go and do that, so I think it's going to be okay. And then I'll tell you my colors as I go, and my colors are mixed. I mix my pigments with a tiny bit of the Joe Sonja varnish. And then I add my Bear Dynasty. Where is it? There it is. This is untinted house paint. And it is deep base. Right here in the green, it'll show deep base 3653. It's untinted house paint. And what you do is you tint it with your acrylic paints and your pigments or your fluid paint. Now, for my two paints, I add no Joe Sonja because it makes it too thin. And I want my cells to hold up, so. And my white paint is pretty darn thick, but we're gonna roll with it. Okay? And as I said, I'll tell you my colors as I go. And my cell activator, which will be the third layer that I'm going to put on here, it's 1 part titanium white by Amsterdam and 3 parts Australian Floetrol. Now you can get the Australian Floetrol on Amazon. You can get it on fluidart.co. Also, that's where you will get your TLP pigments. You can get Amsterdam paints there, Triart paints, lots of products, fluidart.co. All right? I get a lot of things from Amazon. The Bear I get at the Home Depot. And as I said, this here pillow paint, and I'm still getting chunks out of it, is Sherwin-Williams. All right. here we go. We're putting down our pillow. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I got the chunks out. Okay. And I'm just putting a little bit up there toward the corners. And we're going to spread that out. And I do believe I want to use my condenser on this one. In the previous video, you'll see where I finally went without the flat condenser with the Wazer blow dryer that Karen uses on waterfall acrylics. I love watching Karen, y'all. And I forgot to get my skewer. Here it is. I like to keep it handy to pop bubbles because you don't want to torch this house paint unless you dilute it with Floetrol or water or something, which if I was doing a bigger piece would probably be the case. I would probably add some Floetrol or water to it, or maybe some my Dutch pour mixture with titanium white. Sometimes I do that, and I mix it with my pillow paint. So, okay, we're going to start with the Southern Ocean Blue by Matisse. Very, very beautiful color. It's kind of like you could replace this with Phthalo Turquoise by Golden, Greenish Blue by Amsterdam. It's a little different, but kind of the same, if that makes any sense. Okay, now we're doing Billabong. That's a TLP pigment with lots of shimmer. And if you're familiar with me, you know I love my iridescent paints. This is PBO Iridescent Yellow Green. Quinacridone Magenta by Golden. And this is another PBO Iridescent Precious Gold. And this is Old Holland Iridescent. This is Iridescent Magenta. Another Old Holland Iridescent Violet. And I have to top it off. If y'all have never tried this, if you want some shimmer, this is Black Diamond Pigments Athena's Affection, y'all. And if you're not using the 24K by Folk Art or Deco Art in your painting, you need to use this because it gives more shimmer than the 24K. Okay, this one. Okay, now with the Shelly Art Bloom Technique or Shelly Art Bloom Technique, your first layer is the pillow, and it needs to be the thickest. Then your colors, they need to be like a 3-second trace when you drizzle it off the popsicle stick like this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Your pillow paint should be like a 5-second trace. And then your cell activator. This is 2.5 parts of the Australian Floetrol to 1 part titanium white. It needs to be the thinnest, leaving like a 1-second trace. Okay? Let me see. Alrighty, I got my blow dryer ready. We're going to put down our pillow, and my paints are a little off center. Okay. And here we go. I think I want a little bit more cell activator. Here we go. Okay. Now, I'm going to blow into the center a little bit. I should have used a different blow dryer. That one was the pillow paint was a little too thick for that blow dryer. So I didn't get a lot of cells in this. But boy, it sure is pretty. Okay. And I've been standing here debating whether to do swirly cues, and I'm going to. Here we go. All right. We are going to spin it. And you know what? It's a yes for this color, these colors. For the bigger painting, I told you this was a test piece. Yes, it is a yes. Because those colors are beautiful. And it is fixing to go over the corners. Oh, y'all, these colors. Yes, 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 yes. And with this technique, you are using house paints, and they will crack if you leave too much of it on the canvas. I'm going to go this way. And y'all, leave me a comment, please. Let me know what you think about these colors. What I'm going to do with these colors is it's going to be a 20-inch round. And I'm going to make a clock out of it. After it dries, it'll get a resin top coat. And by the way, my paintings are for sale, and I do commissions. So if you would like for me to paint a painting for you in your size and your colors, or if you like to purchase one that you've seen me paint, just leave me a comment, okay? Or send me an email. By the way, I have checked in. I done this yesterday. A friend of mine told me about it and said that I should check into it since I'm needing money for supplies and stuff, that I need to earn some extra money. The Amazon affiliates program. Okay, we've gotten enough off. And I really don't know that much about it right now. So if you are part of that program and you feel like helping me out and giving me a little bit of advice of how to start, they gave me my ID number, and that's all I know for now. I don't know what to do with the darn number. So, yeah, I'm going to Google it and start studying more about that. I do know that I've seen other YouTube artists where they have like an Amazon store in their description, and they give you the link to all the products that they have used in their paintings that they get on Amazon. And if you order it from that link, it would use my code, and then I would make a small commission on these sales, and then it would help me to purchase my supplies, and it would help me to keep my channel going. So yeah, y'all, this is pretty. Also, something else, another tip, if you're wanting to try this, is to use transparent paints. Now, I will show you what I'm talking about right here. That's not a good brand to show you with. There we go. There's golden. Golden's got a good block on it. Okay. Transparent paints means that you're going to be able to see through them. Okay? And when I take you in for a close-up, I'll show you what I mean. You want to use transparent paint so you can see through them. See that little box right there? That means that this paint, its Doxazine purple, is transparent because there's nothing in that little box. Okay, let's see this one. The box is black. that means that it's opaque, and you cannot see through it. If you put this over the top of your paints, it's going to block out all your colors because it's opaque. And I want to show you what using all transparent paints will do. All right, here we go. We're going to go in for the close-up. Look over my mess, y'all. I need to do some cleaning. Let me clean my table off. Okay, there it is. See where I went down into the white paint there too much? Yeah, that's from using the wrong blow dryer. Anyhow, see right here where you can see through all the colors into the other colors? That's what using transparent paints does. You can see through them. I love them. See, look at this corner. Right, where's my finger? There. Look at that corner. I hope this painting or this session was helpful. I did make a few mistakes, like with the blow dryer. But I can't wait to do the big one in these colors. I might do that tomorrow, y'all. Anyhow, there it is. And thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. And I do have a Facebook group. And I would love it if you'd join. I'll put the description in the link. Bye. See you next time. Everybody have a wonderful Memorial Day.